Hi. In this video, I'm going to show you how to change the organization of your Moodle course. You'll see in this course, it's organized by date. So each of these little blocks is a week, right? It starts on the 28th of January and it goes for 10 weeks. So the reason that that's set up that way is when we created the course, we asked it to be set up on a weekly basis, and we started the class on the 28th of January. But once you've created the course, or the course has been created for you, you can change that. So you could, instead of having each of these blocks be a date range, like a week, you could change it to be by topic, for example, and have this one as grammar and have all your grammar activities and resources in there. This one is pronunciation and so on. And the way you do that is down at towards the bottom of your page, you'll see administration on the bottom left, and under this course administration menu, you'll click on edit settings. And once that comes up, you can change things like the name of the class, the short name of the class, which shows up on this little menu and things like that. The visibility of the class, the start date of the class, which we just saw is important if you have the week set up, because that's going to be the beginning of those weeks. A little description of the class, that's what people are going to see on that first page when they log into Moodle. Actually, before they log into Moodle, they can also see that little description. Course summary files, that's something that most teachers don't use. And then you'll see here course format. And that's where you can change the format of the class so that if you don't want to display weeks, you can change to topics. And then you can change the number of sections. So if you wanted, for example, one for grammar and one for writing, you don't have to have 10, you can just go down to 2 sections. Show all the sections in one page, or show one section per page. Hidden sections, and that kind of thing. But probably first, just check out how to change these two things, the format and the number of sections. And then make sure that you click Save. If you don't, it's not going to change anything. So I'm going to change it. We changed it from weekly to topics, and I'm going to change to, let's say, 5 topics. So that means 5 little boxes in which we can organize our files. And then I'll click Save, and it's going to take me back to the class, so I can see the boxes here. But this is kind of a generic name that it gives each box, just topic 1 through 5 there. If you want to change that, it's really easy to do. You'll just click on Turn Editing On, as you do to change anything in the class activities there. And then you'll notice that there's a little gear box here. This is a little settings kind of icon. So if you want to change that, instead of saying topic 1, maybe we want to change it to reading or vocabulary or pronunciation, we just click on the little gear box that's with it. And you don't see it saying topic 1 there, which is a little confusing, but this is changing that name from topic 1 to something else. You do have to check here, uncheck here, use default section name. If you use the default, that means it's going to be called topic 1, but you don't want that, so we'll uncheck that, and then let's say grammar, and if we want, we can even have a summary description for the entire section. So let's leave that empty for now. Let's just put grammar and save changes, and again it'll take us back to the course, And we can see that that first box, kind of to organize stuff, is called grammar now. Similarly, if we wanted to change the next box, we just click on the gear icon, uncheck that box that says use default, and change this to writing. If we want to, in this one, let's say this section of the class contains writing materials, just for example. And we'll hit save. And you can see there again, it's taking us right to what we changed, which is the writing section. And there's our little description. Now, that's two of the different options. We've done weekly and we've done topics based. But if you want to play around with some of the others, feel free. You can even do that with a faculty sandbox course. If your Moodle administrator has created kind of a sandbox area for you to experiment with, do that. Go into the edit settings and play around with some of these settings. You're not going to break anything, and if you change something that needs to be changed back, you can do that. So there's a social format and a single activity format as well. If you have a very simple course that students only need to do one activity and you just want that there. So that's that. Feel free to experiment, play around, and I hope that helps.